Space Coconut.
Okay, so I've had this thought for a while, or I guess this question, or this thought, this reason. Why are Survivor second chance perks so much stronger than the correlating perks that killers have? On such an unequal level. Survivors have access to 4 of these perks, but the individual perk alone is so much powerful than the killer's perk. I wanted to talk about this today. But before I get into it, I want to encourage you to like, share, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. My videos get a lot of views, but I mean, not a lot of people are subbed. So hopefully you hit the button, hopefully you hit the bell, and we can grow as a community. I also stream on Saturdays on Mixer. I know many don't like it, but it's there. I hang out. There's some people that come in regularly, and I appreciate everybody who does stop by. When I do move, we'll move into a more regular schedule during the week, so more people can have a chance to partake. But for now, Saturdays between 3 and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll usually make an announcement on the YouTube community channel and on Twitter, so follow me through those if you would like to see me play this game live. Now, let's talk about these Survivor perks. On a pretty regular basis, players in the forums will talk about the strengths of Survivor perks, particularly second chance perks like Decisive Strike, Unbreakable, Dead Hard to an extent, and to a lesser extent, Deliverance and other perks like those. Perks that are designed to get the survivor out of a losing situation when the killer has successfully captured them or gotten them into a situation. And as I was thinking about this, it really only comes down to one reason why these perks are so powerful. They create an extra survivor. Now, I know that doesn't really make any sense, but hear me out. Before any of those other second chance perks were created, in order to release a survivor from a killer's grasp, they had to wiggle out. Chances were that the killer would be able to reach a hook before that happened, but if another survivor came by and either body blocked or dropped a pallet or performed a flashlight stun, they could rescue and stop the killer from taking advantage of that situation, from putting that survivor on the hook, and the killer would have to go and chase that survivor again. For both of those situations, another survivor out of the 4 was required to perform the save. With Decisive Strike, a survivor can do that on their own. Decisive Strike, in this case, creates another survivor to perform a stun. They don't, but you get what I'm saying. In that instance, a killer is facing 5 survivors. So in the cases of maybe slugging, and we have Unbreakable, another survivor under normal circumstances is required to come and heal the survivor on the ground in order to pick them up. Unbreakable essentially creates a 5th survivor to heal them and pick them up off the ground. While both of those perks only happen once during the course of a match, once is enough. One Unbreakable can turn around an entire match, the entire loss, as it were, for the survivor side. And while it can be fun for the match, the killer was successful in their job in downing all of the survivors, and then all of that progress was taken because one of them had Unbreakable. Unbreakable, again, creates an extra survivor to pick them up off of the ground. Deliverance will do the same thing. Although Deliverance is less reliable, it can do the same thing. A survivor has to either wait to be rescued or rely on luck to Kobe off of a hook. With Deliverance, they get a guaranteed escape from the hook as long as they're in the first phase, as long as they're in their first hook. You know, all the caveats, like I said, it does make it less reliable, but it can turn a match around, and it can save other survivors time from leaving a generator to go and do that rescue, effectively negating some of the pressure that the killer thinks he has. Dead Hard is a little bit different. While it can't exactly save a survivor from a losing situation, and it can be used tactically to outplay a killer, there are times where if you're chasing the survivor, the 1 second burst or the 1.5 second burst, the little burst of speed that they get, to reach a vault or to reach a pallet or to do anything simple like that can extend a match for several seconds. And this is where the problem lies. Well, it's not necessarily a problem, but this is where the imbalance lies in perks like these. The killer has a finite amount of time to get their job done. Time is not on the killer's side, it's on the survivors. And what these perks do is give the survivor more time to perform their task and to prevent the killer from accomplishing theirs. In the end, it's really time that's, the biggest enemy of the killer. And until maps are changed or the game is balanced or, the killer gets some other perks or things to, compensate for the time crunch that they're on, there's really not much the killer can do. If survivors are hellbent on doing gens and they have these perks that will take away the killer's progress or force the killer to spend more time chasing a survivor, there's nothing the killer can do. Survivor mains and trolls will all say, just pressure gens, pressure the map, but everybody, including themselves, know that they're just trolling. The problems in the game are real, but I mean, in the with the news of the next killer coming out and the PTB hitting the stores tomorrow. Hitting the stores. I just figured I'd make this little thing because I don't know what perks we're going to see. Nobody has any clue. So we're all going to be surprised either today when this video comes out or tomorrow when the PTB is released. And we'll find out what perks we have. If the survivors have perks that will give them a save and create another survivor, as it were, to save them from a situation, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be another problem that the killers have to deal with. But, I mean, with the direction the devs have been taking with perks, I don't think we're going to see that problem, honestly. I think they are making weaker perks, so the perks that we're going to get on both sides are probably pretty lackluster. If anything, we're going to get another perk like Nemesis that's going to work with other perks, but not necessarily be good by themselves. If we do, well, fine. That'll be good. I honestly hope that we get a perk that will that'll boost the hag, though. That'll be kind of neat. Anyway, I just wanted to share that thought. I know it was pretty weird. It was just a thought. It was just a thought process that I was sharing with you, and there's no real meaning behind it, but there it is. I have jury duty tomorrow, so I won't be able to play with the PTB as early as I'd like, but I'll be watching it close with you guys, and we can talk about it on Twitter when I'm not sitting in the box, trying not to fall asleep. Let me know what your thoughts are on this subject, and what you think about what I said, and then after I get back from jury duty, we'll definitely talk about the perks that we have and the killer and all that stuff, and we'll see what we have. We'll see what the devs have cooked up this time. That's all for now. I'm sorry it wasn't that exciting, but until next time, I'll see you in the fog.